Hey guys, this is Cody Heath, and this is my presentation on solar power. This is for public speaking, taught by the wonderful Marilyn Wells at Indian River State College. So basically, the solar power industry has been growing exponentially in the last 10 years. Solar power has not been only getting more efficient, but the panels are becoming cheaper to produce, which is the main cost for investment is going to be your panels. With that in consideration, it is still a very expensive investment that will take residential homeowners a long time to see a potential um, any type of savings. um, so basically, the residential growth of the solar industry is represented by megawatts direct current. In the year 2016, they had around 8,344.37 install solar capacity um, megawatt direct current. That sounds like a lot. It's very confusing. Basically, what it means is what are these solar panels? What are they capable of? Um, and over the course of the last 4 years, they've actually over doubled what they're capable of doing, and all at the same time, being able to make them cheaper and more efficient. So it's a good time to get into solar. So, why would you choose to invest in solar? Well, um, if anyone is looking to reduce their cost of electricity, so the average price for residential electricity in the United States is 13.31 per kilowatt hour. The averages vary by state, by states. Obviously, if you're in a colder place, such as Michigan, Alaska, or any of those northern states, your electricity is going to be a little bit higher. In fact, at Alaska, it's as high as 22.54. And this is interesting. Hawaii's electricity is 32.76 cents per kilowatt hour. So it's very expensive in Hawaii. And there's a lot of um, sunlight beaming down in Hawaii. So it may, if you're in one of those states like Hawaii or Alaska, it may actually save you money. Well, it will save you money a lot sooner than it would, say, if you were in Florida or someplace where the electricity is not as expensive. Um, so yeah, like I was saying, Florida, the average cost of electricity is on the lower end. It's only 11.37 cents per kilowatt hour. The annual average cost for homeowners they pay for electricity in Florida is $1,290.60. So solar cost per state. I went over a couple. I went over just like the major states, particularly Arizona, California, Colorado, Washington, Florida, Georgia, New Jersey, New York, Texas, and Washington. Um, so I'll just go over the ones that really stick out to me. Um, in California, cost per watt is $2.94. So your solar panel cost range in California for the 6 kilowatt systems, which are the smaller version of the two, you're going to be looking at around $11,500 to $15,000. That's your original cost of for your panels. So if you just take that into consideration right there, it would be over a decade before you see any type of any type of savings in terms of your electricity for your return on investment. And if you went ahead and got the 10 kilowatt system, which it's the bigger system and will yield you more solar power, but likewise it is more expensive. So those start at 19,000, and they can get up to 25,000 in California. Florida is a little bit cheaper. It's $2.72 per watt. So in Florida, for a 6 kilowatt system, you're looking at 10,500 to 13,500. And if you wanted to get the 10 kilowatt system, you're looking at 17,800 to 22,500. Other than that, New York, it's very expensive, $3.10. But that said, though, New York's actually kind of an anomaly because they can actually get access to their solar panels. They're cheaper for them to purchase in New York. So in New York, you're looking at 12 grand to 15 grand. for solar panels for the 6 kilowatt system, and for the 10 kilowatts, 20 to 25. Um, so the solar energy doesn't only benefit um, our bill at the end of the month or at the end of the year, however you look at it. It also benefits the environment, which is actually the most important thing. So solar power, while it's an expensive investment, it can do leaps and bounds to reduce your carbon footprint. Solar energy can mitigate the climate change and reduce the damage, and reduce the demand for fossil fuels. And that's actually a direct quote from Jing-Sheng Hu, who is a professor at an educational institute in China, who is specifically researching solar panels and how they can reduce the effects of climate change. Solar energy may just be the key to reducing pollutions from carbon in our air. Scientists find a way to use the sun's energy to pull carbon dioxide from the air and turn it into fuel. And that was actually research done by Frank Swain. So if we can, if that would be a game changer. If we could actually do that to reduce the pollution in our air, that may absolutely reduce and curb climate change altogether. So that's another really big breakthrough in solar technologies. According to Swain and other scientists, the Swiss Federal Institute of Technology, that they have developed a solar technology that is able to produce liquid fuels just using 2 ingredients: solar energy and ambient air. We can also offset the carbon footprint by implementing solar chimneys. Chimney power plants, or SCPPs, is an interesting project to produce clean and sustainable energies. So yeah, there's a lot of really good breakthroughs in solar power today, and if we pursue these these ideas, it'll benefit us as mankind altogether. So we're also using solar energy in the Middle East. I've already exceeded my time limit, so I'm just going to kind of go over this briefly. So in the Middle East, solar energy is being studied in agricultural field in Pakistan, specifically in the drying of crops to avoid food loss via fungal growth. So using solar energies, they designed a solar-assisted maize dryer, and have had this to say about it. Solar energy provides a means to heat up the air before entering the dryer. Pakistan receives an extensive amount of solar radiation through the use of owing to its unique locations. Then that's a direct quote from the Journal of Animal and Plant Science, volume 33. Iraq's been using solar energies as well, concentrated solar powers, or CSPs. Technology is proposed and designed in Iraq cities to inject power into the distribution networks with the object of boosting and generating power capacity. Solar wireless networks are being developed right now in Algeria and North Africa. Algeria has the highest technical and economic potentials for solar power in the world right now, according to Bouker Homali. All right. Renewable resources are lifetime investments. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Although the renewable resources are lifetime investments, you still do have to replace the panels, which is the most expensive part of the solar of the investing into solar. So yeah, you have to weigh. Is it worth it as a residential homeowner to invest into solar to try to lower your costs of your electricity? At the moment, probably not. You're probably going to not see any. You're definitely not going to see any type of monetary gain up until about 15 years when you have to replace them. 10 years in some states, and but like I said, the effects on the environment are substantial, and that could really be our future. And like I said, prices are dropping steadily for homeowners globally, actually. So what this means is that in the next 5 years, it could be and more affordable, and it may just be the what everyone does. Right now, you don't see that many solar panels on homeowners' roofs, but you will see a lot of solar being used in big businesses, which is the last point I want to make. So, in conclusion, solar energy is a clean, renewable source of energy that will help offset air pollution globally. At the current state of the development, solar energy will most likely be a bad investment for homeowners. I base these statements off all the evidence of how long it will take to see a return on investment. However, for large business owners, it's actually wise because when you use solar on a large scale, you get more monetary gain, and that's why we see a lot of big businesses such as Amazon and other big companies using solar energy. Um, and then, like I said, it'll offset that pollution that the company produces. So there's just a lot of good that comes from it. At the moment, right now, solar energy is not the best investment for homeowners, but I would say that it is a very good investment for big businesses such as fabrications or just plants in general. Um, but that's it. That's my presentation. My name's Cody, and this is for public speaking taught by Marilyn Wells. Thank you.